As Germany threatens Niger Coupists, Mali and Burkina Faso send delegation to Niger Republic on solidarity. This is a serious one. It means that's the main business. Okay, Germany and other Western world have been threatening Niger Coupists for, taking over the government and asking them to return or reinstate the democratic president. Okay. Now, in the midst of that, both Mali and Burkina Faso have sent that delegation, high-power delegation, to Niamey, the capital of Niger Republic, in show of solidarity with the military junta. This is a serious one. It means that they're not listening to anybody. They mean business. As Germany threatens Niger Coupists, Mali, Burkina Faso send delegation on solidarity. Okay. As Germany government threatens Niger coup plotters with sanctions and prosecution, Mali and Burkina Faso decide to send a joint delegation to Niamey, the capital of Niger, on Monday in a show of solidarity amidst a coup crisis, the Malian army said. Germany has warned the coupists not to commit acts of violence against the detained President Mohamed Bazoum. A spokesman for the Foreign Office made it clear in Berlin on Monday that they were worried about the politician. I would like to emphasize once again at this point our message to the coup plotters that they must expect harsh personal consequences should anything happen to the democratically elected President Bazoum and his family, the spokesman said. The Foreign Office spokesman said sanctions and also national or international prosecution are possible steps to be taken if violent act is taken against the detained president. Meanwhile, Mali and Burkina Faso have decided to send a joint delegations to Niamey, the capital of Niger, on Monday in a show of solidarity amidst a coup crisis, the Malian army said. Burkina Faso and Mali are sending delegation to Niamey to show solidarity of the two countries with the broader people of Niger, the army tweeted. Wow, it's a serious one. The transitional government of Burkina Faso and Mali, which were established after the military coup took power by force in 2020 and 2022 in the two countries, also declared their support for the Nigerian soldiers who overthrew President Mohamed Bazoum. The two countries also warned that any military intervention in Niger would be considered as a declaration of war against them and would lead to the withdrawal of Burkina Faso and Mali from the ECOWAS. Okay, ECOWAS, a regional political and economic union of 15 countries located in West Africa, has threatened to restore order in Niger by force. This is a serious one. Okay, so this play of power here between the Nigerian, the Burkina Faso and Mali, and the Western world, even as the United Nations, all of them are saying that the military junta should relinquish power back to the democratic president. Germany is threatening a lot of sanctions and prosecutions and possible international prosecution as well for the coupists should anything happen to the detained president of Niger. So what I can see here is that the concern of Germany is not to return to democracy, but rather nothing violent should happen to the detained president and his family. It's on record that the president, Mohamed Bazoum and his wife and his one son have all been detained there in Niger Republic, even though the Niger Coupists has promised that they are in safe custody. Okay, they have been warned by Germany not to ensure that nothing happens to them. But in the midst of that, Burkina Faso and Mali have decided to send high-power delegation to Niger Republic capital, Niamey, to, in solidarity with the military juntas. This is a serious one. Okay, this means that there's no going back. I know that all of this that are talking is just there's nothing they can do about it. Okay, there was coup in Mali, and there was nothing ECOWAS and the rest of the world could do about it. The guys are still in military rule. There was coup in Burkina Faso. Both ECOWAS, AU, and the external world could not do anything about it. And obviously, the coup in Niger Republic is going to go the same way. There's exactly nothing anybody will do about it. The people have decided that democracy is not working for them, and they have decided to go back to military rule and probably from there establish a better system of government for themselves, because democracy seems to be government of the West and it's not working for the people of their nation or of their country. Wow. And this is a very serious one. So, and in the midst of that, both Mali and Burkina Faso have threatened that if there is any if ECOWAS should go into Niger with the military force, they will treat it as declaration of war, and then they will declare them. I mean, they withdraw their membership from ECOWAS. That they will cease to be members of the ECOWAS, and then they will face the war squarely. And this alone has made both AU and ECOWAS to remain silent and dumb. Right now, they are saying they're going to meet on Thursday at Abuja to determine the way forward. And they have been warned by everybody around the world not to go and intervene or do a military invasion in the Niger Republic. Rather, they should seek dialogue with the military coupists to see how democracy can be restored in Niger Republic. But again, both Niger coupists, Mali and the Burkina Faso military have remained defiant, have remained adamant, and are giving solidarity to the Niger team, the Niger military, in exactly what they are doing. And again, the funniest of all is that the people of Niger are also in support of the coup, because they are obviously tired of the democratic rule, which is not giving them any democratic dividend, just like it's happening in Nigeria. Okay, so with all of that happening, even though Germany is trying to coerce them, the Western world is trying to coerce them, it's not working at all. Somebody said the US and the entire Europe should stay clear. Enough of these shackles of slavery. You guys should leave Africa to their fate. Exactly. And that's exactly what the people of Niger is also asking for. Leave us alone. Let's do our own thing. Somebody said, see me, see Wahala. Can you imagine? Must I do democracy? Now, what for you? Which Africa are you talking about? Countries plundered by their military rulers. But again, we've seen that the military rulers are even better than the democratic rulers, because democratic rulers have been the most corrupt in the history of democracy in Africa, even more corrupt than the military. So of two evils, to choose the best. Somebody say, yes, please go and attack Russia over Ukraine and Bola Oya. Abi, Bola Oya. Okay, so if you know Nigerian military and ECOWAS military, or Germany, even the Germany, France, US, and all of them, if you know you have military might, don't come and show it in Niger. Go and show it to Russia, that is currently devastating Ukraine. Then we know that you have power. Somebody is saying here, what is democracy? Government of the people. But in this case, the people have rejected democracy and embraced military rule due to bad leadership, corruption, autocracy by the people they voted for. And Germany should not forget that respect for rule of law does not exist. Many African dictatorial democracy is never practiced in Europe, US, Canada, Australia, Japan. These nations work for their people. In Africa, the story is different. Please allow the people choose the kind of government they want. Simple. Bam, you are correct. That's exactly what the people want. And don't go there and coerce them. That is all. Somebody say you are right. Most of the political leaders are worse than the military. And that is what it is in Africa. The political leaders are worse than the military. So what it concern all of us? Niger not be sovereign country again? Yes. What it concern Germany and the rest of the world? Niger is a sovereign country, and they have chosen to do their own thing, their own way. And so they should be left alone to their fate. So that is what is happening. So no matter what Germany is doing, the Niger Republic is bent on what they want, and nobody should interfere, in their affairs. So thank you for listening. That is what is happening between Germany, Niger Republic, Burkina Faso, ECOWAS, and Mali. Right now, the military coupists, the Defiant, Mali and Burkina Faso, they are defiant and they are in support and they are ready for war. So they better stay clear from them. So thank you for listening, and let's have your view in this matter for sharing.